Good morning, guys. This is the Carnival Jubilee ship tour. It is very early in the morning and this is my last day to do it, so let's go. So I am on deck 4. That is actually our room right there. So right here where the deck changes, it becomes the family harbor area. So these rooms are a little bit bigger, I believe. Most of them can hold up to 5 people. And here's the special family harbor area. A lounge where he's setting up breakfast. A little buffet so they don't have to go up. And then there's nooks to play video games. There's board games, and it is locked. Accessible via your card. But it's very neat. The kids and families have things to do, meet up. So a lot of the newer ships, most of them have the family harbor area. I think from the Vista class up through this class, the Mardi Gras class or XL class. They killed the room service last night. This is midship on deck 4 and there's Camp Ocean. It is currently closed. That's the area you can take your kids. One of the areas for the age groups. Let's go. So I'm going to skip 5. I'm just going up to deck 6. The elevators are very small on this ship. They claim it's a 17-person max, but
deck 6.
Think about 8 people, it's full. So I'm on midship. This probably isn't the best place to start because I'm not on the end here. Let's go in here. So here's the Atlantic restaurant. It looks like they're getting ready for Dr. Seuss. Sousapalooza, green eggs and ham breakfast. Which is something you pay extra for, but it's not much money. And it's a cool experience. I think they have characters that come through. And that leads us here into the Golden Mermaid Bar and Lounge. Which on every XL ship this is themed very differently, but very similar layout. Here's a ship model of the Jubilee. Very beautiful thing. There's what a stabilizer looks like on the ship that helps them keep the motion under control for us passengers and crew. Here's the actual lounge area. They have live music every night. They'll have activities in here in the day. So this area behind me is part of the currents. From here going that way, you can notice by the tile change, it looks kind of like a current. And this area I just came into is called Grand Central. Deck 6 is the beginning of it, or the base. And this area here is the center stage, which we'll get a better view of that in a little while. This is where you can sit down and watch shows. Here's a good memento from the original Jubilee from 1986 from the shipyard where it was built in Sweden. There's actually a big brass plaque. Very cool. Here's a good look at center stage. And just across is Cherry on Top. This is Carnival Sweet Store. They have teddy bears. You can also come here to arrange gifts for your room or champagne, chocolate covered strawberries, that sort of thing. Roses. Here's the different stuffed animals, as well as the merch here for Dr. Seuss. People are already up. Here's Java Blue, the premium coffee stop. Next door to Java Blue is mostly included sandwich, big shop kind of thing. In the mornings they'll have breakfast sandwiches, pastries that are included. The giant cookies up here are extra. And then they will have lunch sandwiches a little later that are included. And in the evening they'll have, I believe, just desserts that are not included, like big cakes and kind of things. But this right here is also included. The granola is really good. And you would order the food on this side and the drinks on the other. Here's what a drink station looks like. Ice and water, creamers, sugars, teas, the hot water and the decaf, and the hot water and the regular coffee. That is included. So again, this area is called Grand Central. Here's a piano bar, which I think everybody's currently cleaning. Let's see. Sorry. They're currently cleaning in here, so I'm not going to peek, but every evening there's cool entertainment here from the one guy who's on here. He is very funny. It's almost like a comedy entertainment show. Everybody gets involved, and the drinks are flying. The bar is right here. And that leads us here to the Punchliner Comedy Club, home of comedy, karaoke, a few other things. I'm just going to take a peek. It's a good little lounge here. But the gym on the ship is not on the forward, it's on the port side in the front, which is the left. And then the spa is on this side. Also going here, this is also the lower level entry to the theater. So there's the stage. This is like a stadium seating though, there's no upper level. You can enter from up here on deck 7. It's a good theater though. There's the stage again right here. And they'll have shows in here, information. This is also where you wait for some excursions and disembarkation processes. It's a good theater. I just miss the old style where it's at the top too. Let's go back. Going back by the comedy here, we have the beautiful Carnival Jubilee plaque here, which every XL ship has this in the same location. Here's a nod to Galveston, its home port, the Pleasure Pier in the background, its first home port, and the lighthouse. And the ship coin here. One of the ship coins shows the old Jubilee in the front, and in the background the new Carnival Jubilee. Another look at the Punchliner Comedy Club, which they will have comedy in the main theater and also in the Limelight Lounge, which is on deck 7, aka the nightclub. So again, we are now going onto the other side of Grand Central here in the forward. Technically mid, but here's another memento. The clocks here are projection. The original bell from the MS Jubilee from 1986 is housed here. Well, they have the windows open today, which is nice. Lately they've been closing these windows. Let me move up here. They have it all blocked. going to be nice with the windows open. So you can see this is the opening here, and the center stage is 3 stories. And back here is another bar. There's ATM. So we're walking back on the other side here of the elevators. We came down on the other end, and we're about to enter the current section again, leaving center stage. And here's some of the boutique shops, makeup, perfume, and accessories. And fashion. So, back in the currents.
Yes.
Here's Dr. Ink's, the unique bar here in this area, and also just sells drinks. But here's the seating, extra seating, and they will have live music here also in the evenings. And these screens up there and the ceiling will do a show, and you can control what they show sometimes above us here on deck 7. The sun is coming up nicely. And just here is Emerald Bistro 717, which is an additional price, but it's a la carte, and the prices are not bad. The food is really good, and this seating here is exclusively for Emerald, so if you're sitting there during business hours, you may be asked to move. Also here on deck 6, almost to the aft, is a fun infotainment thing. You can see all of Carnival's fleet right now where they're at. Here's us. And there's so many different things you can push and interact with. You can learn about, for instance, mangrove trees. Pretty cool. It tells you the time and the day of the cruise, which is the last day. Here's the base of this cool stairwell here that's actually 3 stories and has the art, the currents here, the fish school in the middle coming down with some golden steps, glass and golden steps, and a lot of mirrored tiles mimicking rising from the ocean floor. Right here in the current section is Carnival Kitchen, which is an additional thing you can purchase here. You can pre-purchase it, which I recommend because they do sell out, but you can cook with a chef. Also eat what you cook. Different examples here. Very fun. We've done this on, I think, the Carnival Celebration. Here's a look inside. So the chef's in the middle here, and it's 2 people per station. And there's a handful of stations here. And a place where you get to eat your what you cooked. That leads us back here, the end of the ship here. The Pacific restaurant, which is anytime dining. It's 2 stories. So today's Sea Day brunch will be down here, deck 6. And a Carnival Sea Day brunch is slightly more elevated than regular breakfast. Let's just take a peek in here because they're setting up. It is a 2-story space, but you can't quite tell. When I get up on the 2nd floor, I'll go out. And it's right on the aft of the ship. So those windows on there are the back of the ship. There's some more stairs here to get up to the other story of the dining. As well as, here's the conference room. So you can rent these out. Let's see if it opens. kind of tight in here, but it's a nice little space. If you have an event, business, whatever, meetup, they have projection capabilities here. And it's a little space here. Quiet space where you can have a private event. And the sun is coming up here over the Gulf. Let's go up. These are the aft elevators too. They're least used out of all the elevators on the ship, but they only go from deck 5 to 16. So if you're on those, in between those decks, and you can't get an elevator, walk all the way to the back. You'll have a better chance.
Deck 7.
And that's always really loud. So here's restrooms. And that's kind of like the nightclub, the back side of it over there. Upper level of the restaurant. Here's an example of the Sea Day brunch menu. They have steak and eggs. They have burgers. It's really good. I don't think they use the upper portion for Sea Day brunch unless it's just really selling out or people are, so they usually are leave this in this state of setup in anticipation for dinner. But let's go here and look at the upper part. It's a beautiful dining room. We really like these seats. They will only put 2 people there, 2 or 4 people, or 3, but so you can look down here in the center, and it has a very nice lighting in here. That was not the backside of the nightclub earlier that I said. That's actually Fahrenheit Steakhouse 555, which is specialty dining at the steakhouse. Here's a menu. And you can get actually as much as you want. I think after 2, they may cut you off for the entrees. But if you want a couple of these starters, you're good to go. $49 per adult, $15 per kid. Still pretty reasonably priced. It's a nice space in here. They also do cooking demonstrations in here you can sign up for. I think this is where one of the stops or the meeting points for the Behind the Funds tour, which is an all-access tour that takes you behind the scenes of the ship. So again, here's the 7th level of this stairwell here. Now we're right above Emeralds on deck 7. And here sometimes they allow you to switch the screens, but if they're doing something planned, they won't let you. So here's another good look up here. Kind of like the promenade area here, the currents section here. They will have parades in here. Last night we watched a Brazilian carnival kind of parade marching through to meet up on the stage, which is all the way down there, and center stage. Here's some nice seating here, right on the outside. And if you notice the molecules on the ground and on some of the art, because we are in the Alchemy Bar, one of Carnival's most popular bars. Drinks are $14 each. They do have classes and tastings you can sign up for. And here's a Limelight Lounge. That is a nightclub. The doors are always closed there, but here's the other stairwell up here. A bridge. A good place to watch the parade, as it starts on this end and it ends in the theater section. Let's see if we can take a peek at the Limelight Lounge. It looks just like the Comedy Lounge, and hopefully no one's in here. God, it's super heavy. I guess not. Well, it's pretty much just like the comedy lounge. I'm not going in there. Less windows, and it's not that same color. They will have comedy in this lounge too. It's another entryway to the nightclub, the Limelight Lounge. Here's some art. Here's portside liquor and tobacco. Now during the opening hours, they will wheel these shirts out here in the hallway, and they'll be on sale right here. Still 2 for $30 and 2 for $40. Here's Island Traders, which is kind of like the men's store on board. So here's the mid-level here of center stage. A really beautiful space. So when they have shows here, you can sit down here and be a part of the show because there's stages in the middle and there's people hanging and doing cool stuff up here. It's really cool. Now, of course, here is more seating. There's some stadium type seating here as well as some there. But behind all of that, and even up to the Limelight Lounge, is the casino. I'm not allowed to film in there, but it's a very big casino. Here's a Texas chair. Every XL ship has a very large feature here to take photos by. Can't go on there because it says no filming. No cameras. But it's big. If I was a little earlier, I would try, but they're in there. I don't want to. You can see some of it here. And this is all the non-smoking side. The Grand View Bar. The sun is coming up nicely. This is the smoking side. Just turn this off and walk through. Alright, made it to the casino, and then just the upper portion of the theater is up here. Deck 7, let's go up. Here is Chibang, Chinese and Mexican cuisine. It is all included still. At some point it will drop to the first time free for dinner. After that, $8 a person per visit. And that's the dinner. Really good food. We love it. The lunch is always free. Different times though, and a smaller menu. But the best flan. Oh my god, so good. Let's take a peek in here. Oh my god, that's loud. Let's see, it's not the biggest space here, but it's perfect. And the kitchen is right here. There's the Havana bar. And this bar is open to everyone, although the Havana suites are off limits. They're behind the doors. You can walk down there, but they're a slightly elevated experience. And they have this private section out here. It does require your key card. And they have a bar, as well as a little soaking pool out there. It's up there, but it's not the biggest pool. And they have seating and kind of a private, more private space. There's always Latin music in there. Back to Grand Central. And that's the Dream Studio. So if you want a professional photographer to take pictures of you around the ship and with good backdrops, it is expensive, but it's beautiful. This is where you would organize that and take some of the shots. So this is a glass bridge here on deck 8, right above the Grand View Bar, and the beautiful view here of center stage. Morning. And they are always cleaning. But this is my favorite when the windows are open. Beautiful. There's a stairwell down to the casino. Here's the Banzai Teppanyaki and sushi. Both are additional costs. This is about the same price as a steakhouse, I want to say, and you get to sit with other people, unless your party's big enough, and have hibachi style service in front of you by the chef and the assistant. It's really good. I know a lot of people love that. My favorite though is the Banzai sushi. We have not yet had it on this ship. It is really good. Good spot here to enjoy the evening or lunch. And it's really good space. It's a la carte, whereas the other restaurant, the Teppanyaki, is one set price. Here's the watch store, the Effie Jewelers, and my squeaky shoes. It brings us around up here to the Pixels photo department, where you can take photos, more seating. You can look at your photos that they take of you and decide if you want to have them printed or digitally delivered to you. Let's swing around here. Here's where you would purchase all those. Also where you get your free gifts on Carnival when you're Platinum and Diamond. They used to be delivered to your room, but now you have to come pick them up. They can also do this stuff for you, the laser etching. And you can view your photo by putting your folio number in and your birth date. And so you see your photos on this big screen. That way you can decide if you want to buy them, but I'm not. Now we're entering the Shores district. There's a lot of included food. Here's a nod to Texas again with the Pleasure Pier in the background and this wooden boat here, the Chris Craft with a Texas license on it. Here's everything that's available to do on the Shores. The boardwalk, which is outside, the Marina Bar, which is outside, Cucina del Capitano, which is to my left, Coastal Slices is behind me, Beach Buns is behind me, and Rudy's Sea Grill is also behind me. We'll go there next. Rudy's is a specialty restaurant, same price as a steakhouse, whereas everything else is included, except for, of course, the drinks. This one here, which is to my left, let's go. Your first time for dinner is included, and after that it is $8 a person. Similar menu, so to speak, as the lunch is always included, and the dinner is now your first time is free per person. After that it's $8 per person per visit. Really good food, big portions. The lunch is amazing. Also, I highly recommend it, and that is here. It's cool to have these options so you don't have to always go to the main dining room or the buffet. I think we're going to see some beautiful sun out here, guys. Here's a Marina Bar. It is not outside, but this is on deck 8, another place where you can get specialty coffee. A lot of seating on this place. The outside part is the boardwalk. Here is Coastal Slice, the included pizza. They do have two brands or two pizzas that are not included. They're $6 each, but all of these are the Tex-Mex, the barbecue chicken, quattro formaggi, the 4 cheese, the margarita, and the pepperoni. Here's Beach Buns, the included deli on board. Here's the top of that staircase, as well as access to the outside seating. Here's Rudy's Sea Grill, additional costs, seafood lovers. Here's the adventure, the excursion desk. You can do it yourself there on the app, on those kiosks, or wait for the people. Also on your TV, in your stateroom. Here's guest services. So now we're approaching Summer's Landing, which is the very aft of the ship on deck 8. It contains Guys Big and Anchor Steak Smokehouse Brewhouse, the patio, the watering hole, which is outside. That's the pub outside. The bar, and the Heroes Tribute Lounge, and the Carnival store. Here's the Carnival Slaw. Here's the smokehouse, which in the mornings there's free buffet on the other side there. I'll walk around there, but let's go look at the sun. Here's the Tribute Lounge, dedicated to our veterans. The ice cream machines are not working yet, but they're open at 11 a.m. Let's go look at the sunrise. So there's the watering hole bar, and you can see they call this the boardwalk because you can go all the way down almost outside, which is cool. 2 jacuzzis here that they're about to open. Oh, the sun's kind of behind that cloud, but it was really beautiful. My camera might be foggy. It just went behind that cloud. Oh well. Tons of seating out here. This is the aft pool. Open to everybody. Good views from back here. And then on this side, there's no hot tubs, but on sea days like today and then embarkation day, there is a barbecue here that's included from Pig and Anchor. Guys, Pig and Anchor. Hopefully it's not too windy. Mac and cheese ready. You got to come out here to get it. Very interesting that it's on the outside, but it is always smoking, so that might be a good thing. Wash your hands here. You can go in and out right here too, which is nice. So they still haven't opened this, but they're setting up the little buffet down here, which is pretty much what's upstairs too. But they, minus the make your own omelet. And they have a drink station down here. It's not open yet. This is a really good coffee machine. I've only seen it here. It makes an Americano, which is cool. It's included. Here's how the drink stations work. If you have the soda plan or the drink package, you just tap it here. If not, you can swipe your account, and it's 21 cents per ounce, and you can use your own glass, which is cool. Well, let's keep going. There's the patio, which is where we walked around by the pool. This is a very popular place in the evening because they brew their own beer here, which is right here. You can take a brewery tour, and it also gives you like a flight to try, and you get to keep some commemorative glasses. I think it's like 30 bucks a person. So here are the aft elevators. Very quiet. I'm gonna show you, we're gonna skip a lot of floors right now because there's nothing to see between here and 16, as it's all staterooms. So we're gonna skip all these decks here, 9 through 15, and just go to 16. Hopefully. Let's go all the way to the aft. The Tides pool on the aft. Kind of similar to down there, except there's 2 hot tubs on either side of it. Looks like they're still treating that. It's empty, so they're probably filling it. There's the Tides bar, as well as the ice cream swirl station is back here. This is another included pool. Pretty deep actually, 5 foot 3 inch, and there's 2 hot tubs, giant hot tubs on either side. Here's a good look at the aft. And the pool back there on deck 8, down below us where we just were. The sun is beautiful. As I pan around here, you can see the back here of the ship on deck 17 and 18. There's some cool seating here you can only access via steps, I believe. Maybe not. You can take the elevator and walk all the way back, but it's real cushiony and not a lot of people know about it and they don't sit there. There's a shot at the Bolt coaster track. And right beneath that track there is the mini golf, and the water slides are just behind that area, as well as the entryway to the ropes course and the Bolt coaster. And we're gonna go ahead and take a peek of that instead of having to walk all the way back. But it's kind of a weird. Well, no, I guess we can do it when we go to Guys. Let's just keep going this way. So this is Big Chicken, Shaq's Big Chicken. It is probably some of the best food on the ship, and it's included. They're getting ready to open for breakfast, but it is definitely Shaquille O'Neal. As you can see here, not even close. So here's the Lido Marketplace, the buffet area. Also deck 16 aft, but it's big. Tons of seating. No, it's not going to be open yet, but they have these kiosks in the middle here with seating by the windows, and then the omelet stations and stuff in the middle. And then for lunch they'll have shawarma, gelato, and dinner, like a walk type situation. And it's pretty much mirrored image. So there's these kiosks on the ends. Nice seating everywhere. Again, there's another cut through here with the omelet, the custom stations, coffee machines, and the midship elevators are there, but I'm not going to go there. So this leads out to the Lido deck, the pool area, the Red Frog Tiki Bar, which is 2 stories, right here. There's a towel station. Here's Blue Iguana Cantina, which is also included. They do breakfast tacos, burritos, arepas. And then in the evening or afternoons and evenings, they do tacos and burritos and maybe a salad. It's really good food with a salsa bar out here in the middle. Another included option. And over here is the seafood shack, which is kind of small here, but it's additional. Everything is market price, so these prices can vary, but I'll show you a quick peek here at the pricing. Here they can do wings at the time fries. The wings are additional, but they're not too bad, especially if you got a group. And everyone swears they're good. I have not tried them. But the fries are included. So every day, this is called Street Eats. And there's these 3 kiosks here that offer a different small plate every day that's included. You can get as many as you'd like. It is only open from like lunchtime to 4 p.m. I think, or 5 p.m. There is staterooms on this deck, kind of on the back side of this, and on that side there's stateroom. Let's just go up another one because these are all staterooms here, so we're going to go up to 18. Let's just go out here and walk around. This is the adults only section. Same thing, the hot tubs here are being treated still, but they're going to open soon. Pretty big hot tubs. There is some seating in between, right there on that platform between the Lido deck and the Serenity deck here. But in the Serenity, these loungers are cushioned, so you can put your towel on them. They're really comfortable. And up here is the access to the Loft 19, which is the cabana section. Some of the suites include access up there, but if not, it's $500 per day per sea day, or $250 per port day to access it. And I think you only get a cabana and access to a little quiet pool up there. And there's not much up there in my opinion, but that's something if you want to have a elevated Serenity experience. But I'm going to be a little quiet as I walk around through here. This is on the complete front of the ship, and it wraps around, and the middle here has a pool. This is the middle area. It's not enclosed, but it is covered from a lot of the sun throughout the day. Here is Fresh Creations. They have salads for lunch here included. Somebody will help you build the salad. Some recessed seating there. And here's the pool. That above there is for the Loft 19. And as well as up there, that is their pool, soccer pool, which to me it's an aquarium. You can totally see them. They have their own bar up here, Serenity Bar. I'm surprised nobody's already up here claiming a spot. This is kind of like a sought after spot. There's no loud music as you can hear. Good place for views though. So we just walked around there. There's the sun. So we walked all the way around. There's the elevators again. There's restrooms up here. Here's a better shot at the hot tub. So now we are leaving the Serenity area. You can see these loungers here are not as cushy, and there's more of them. I've never really seen this area ever full. So now we're gonna make our way down back towards 17. With a good shot here of the Lido deck. We're actually on like deck 17 and a half. Because the Lido upper is the deck right below us, and then the Lido deck 16 is right there. We can see there's the Red Frog Tiki Bar, 2 stories. That's where we just kind of walked out of. So let's go back that way and go down these steps. There's another look at the ultimate playground. It's the upper level of the Red Frog Tiki Bar. And this is where Guy's Burgers is. Those of you who are wondering. At Guy's, there's 2 ice cream machines, some drink station. And it's so popular, they have a big queue area for it, which it is usually busy when it's not open yet. This is where you queue up for your Guy's Burger, which is included. Burgers all day. They might be doing a breakfast kind of thing. Yeah, it looks like they have pancake batter, funnel cakes and stuff. This is also one of the kids areas, ages 15 to 17. So this wraps around, but I'm gonna sneak through here and take a peek at the arcade. Here's another kids area. Circle C is closed. And the arcade is over here. Very big arcade. And you can win prizes. It is loud. They do the automatic, or the tickets. You print out tickets and you can get them counted and applied to your account. And then here's the prize redemption area. If you see my TikToks, on the Mardi Gras, we got the ultimate prize, 35,000 tickets, a GoPro. We did spend about $600 doing it, so keep that in mind. We had fun though. I'm gonna go up here, so I don't have to walk. Now see, this is the only elevator that'll go up to deck 18 on the ultimate playground side. Not these, so if you hit that, it'll be this last one here that'll work. I'll show you what I mean when we get up there. You can also take the stairs. There's stairs in the exterior as well as in here,
Deck 18.
but it's just a little elevator platform to the ultimate playground. So this will include the jogging track, and here's some reference to where we're at. This part you will need to take the steps, so ropes course or the bolt coaster. So we're right behind the big screen TV on the Lido deck, if you're kind of wondering. But they kind of tell you where to go. Bolt, the quickest access is turned to the right, but let's walk around this way. This is the track up here also. It is very far away. Those of you who like to run and jog, it's usually a little more accessible on other ships. Here's the entrance to the ropes course. You need closed-toe shoes and you must sign a waiver. No phones can be out. But you take the steps up there on the platform. And it's pretty immersive. They have the little drop thing here too, kind of like what the Icon has, but it's free. It does go over the ship, but you're still over the top level. So it drops and you zip line like that. Not as nice, but it's good. Here's a basketball court, fully netted. Here's a big whale tail, which the boat coaster goes right around, and you get to go around twice. Have you ever seen a whale tail that big? A funnel, carnival funnel. Keep walking here. So that is the boat track. I wish it was running, but it won't run until a little later. It usually starts around midday, and it is $15 person per ride, but each ride you get 2 laps. They claim that's only for crowd control purposes. So here's the kids' splash zone. It is currently empty, it looks like, so they must be treating everything. This is where a lot of families spend their day because they have umbrella chairs here. In case you were wondering, the jogging track, 7 laps equal 1 mile. So it's not the biggest lap. And here's, as I was saying, the mini golf, which is included, is right underneath this loop here on the aft of the ship. If you pan around here, you can see the 3 bigger slides here are in the background of the smaller slides here for the kids. And the kids water park is pretty cool. If you don't have an old enough kid to do the bigger slides, they'll have a lot of fun down here. They have the dumping bucket area where it dumps. There's stuff shooting out of the ground in some places, but they've got it all closed for now. I think they're treating everything. It will open up because it's a beautiful day. The orange slide is the drop slide way up there. You do have to climb up these steps. Looks like 2 slides are up here and there's another one somewhere else. I think they're all up there. Could be wrong. They're cleaning everywhere, guys. In case you want to know, 300 per rider and maximum weight of 440 pounds. So if you're doing a 2-person, but nobody can be over 300 solo. So usually I think a lot of people are able to ride it. Here's an example of the cart. And this is where you would line up and they would check your reservations because you have to have reservations. You can't just show up here. You have to click on the app, purchase it, and then pick a time and then show up a couple minutes prior. So we made our way around here on the blue side of the funnel. And they do have all this stuff padded for people who are running, in case you run and you slip and you fall, which is nice. Well guys, I'm going to end it here. Thank you for joining me on the ship tour of the Carnival Jubilee, Carnival's flagship at the moment. And we had an amazing time. It's sad it's the last day. I hope you found everything you needed to know about this ship and you made the decision to come check it out. It's a beautiful ship. Thank you again for watching. Bye.